trouble mounts for U.S. President Biden. Democratic Party looking for candidates to replace Joe Biden. Battle for the White House heats up. U.S. media reports make big claims. Report claims discontent over Biden growing within party. No Biden versus Trump clash in November. Who will replace Biden in the 2024 elections? Biden says will fight U.S. presidential elections. Cracks within Democrats wide open. With the U.S. presidential elections just months away, a media report has claimed that the ruling Democratic Party is looking for alternative candidates to replace President Joe Biden in upcoming November polls. The report has claimed that Vice President Kamala Harris is leading the race among the potential candidates to replace Biden. According to the report, several top Democrats have quietly backed Harris to be the Democratic nominee. The report further stated that top leaders of the Democratic Party are avoiding challenging Kamala Harris, as she is the first woman to serve as vice president, as well as the first black woman and person of South Asian descent. Remember, African Americans are Democrats' largest and most loyal bloc of supporters. Bypassing Harris for anyone even from a key U.S. swing state would be difficult. Furthermore, challenging Harris would also be seen as leading the charge against someone who broke gender and racial barriers and could forever mark the challenger as disloyal in future Democratic primaries. Another plus point for Harris is her legal background. This might also relate closely to the ideals of today's Democratic Party, which has largely moved to the center on criminal justice and law and order messaging after nationwide protests against racial injustice in 2020. Pre-poll surveys by local media show Harris performing better against Donald Trump than Biden. Vice President also performed better than other theoretical candidates, including Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer and Transportation Secretary Pete. But another poll predicts that only Michelle Obama can defeat Trump. The former First Lady leads Trump in a recent Reuters poll, with 50% support to his 39%. In the same poll, Biden and Trump are tied at 40% each, with 16% undecided or favoring others. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump is already attempting to energize donors with the idea that Democrats could swap out Biden for Harris. According to reports, Trump sent fundraising emails titled, "Biden's Dropping Out." The crisis for President Joe Biden began following the debate with Trump. Questions are being raised over the president's ability to perform his official duties. Several surveys done by U.S. media show that after the debate, Republican candidate Donald Trump is now holding his biggest lead yet against Joe Biden. Remember, President Biden, on June 3rd, said that he would stay in the contest despite growing pressure from within his party. Biden pledged to continue his re-election campaign to the end. The 81-year-old Democrat candidate has been tackling growing concerns over his physical and mental fitness.